Hello everyone. I know that it's been quite some time since I last uploaded a video, and I apologize for that. I've been just insanely busy with school and work. Thankfully, school is over. Um, it's over for the semester, and for me, probably over for good. Um, I have found myself just completely burnt out on a classroom setting and being there, and uh, despite the subject matter being interesting, I just have no motivation to engage in the school routine. I went to college for 6 years and took a hiatus, and after that hiatus I never really uh, recovered, I guess. Um, but school is over for me, and I'm just going to focus on work right now, uh, because frankly I need a break. Um, but yeah, just updating what I've been doing. I've been working on music, which is I'm finally able to really focus on intensely now, because I don't have the distraction of school. And hopefully I will have something released by the end of the year, hopefully towards the latter portion of the year. And I may post a link uh, on my YouTube page just for those who are interested. Um, but as far as my Asperger's and my social life, it has been kind of turbulent the past few weeks, but I did manage to get a girlfriend. It's a long distance relationship. We live about 3.5 hours away, but for me, I think it's a good thing because I'm not the kind of person who requires constant interaction, on a daily basis. Um, it's good, to know that I can have someone who cares about me and that I can talk to, via text message and, everything, and, be able to see each other, every couple weeks or so. But, I'm definitely not the kind of person who needs to, be with someone every day. Um, Now, granted, I think she's, amazing, and, I care about her a lot, but at the same time, I just think it's better for me, um, to have that distance. I think she would, like it if it wasn't there, but, it takes a lot of social pressure off me, to be at a distance like that. It doesn't uh, mean I care for her any less than I do. But in saying that, you know, it's kind of a gamble that I take because I don't really have any other friends or people that I hang out with. So I guess it's sort of me putting all my eggs in one basket. I invest all my emotional energy into this person, and it's always devastating whenever they leave, and I hope this person won't leave because I really care about her a lot. But I don't know the future, and I hope it's not going to be like all my previous relationships. But I don't know. It's something that's always in the back of my mind. Just and I try not to think about it, but it's like, what happens if she leaves and I'm alone, and what do I do? Because I want that social connection. I'm not the kind of person that just can live a happy life without anyone. And this fact has made me question whether or not I'm really even an Aspie. And um, I just debated with myself, and I went to my mom and I said, I really am not sure if I have Asperger's or not. And she assured me, yes, I do. But, like I said in a previous video, if I do, I think it's a mild form. But I have always experienced, the kind of social perils that, Aspies do experience, and, with that coupled with the symptoms, the physical symptoms that I, had as a kid, and, you know, characteristics of me now, it's possible, but I think it's very mild. I think I'm very close to being neurotypical, and, at times maybe I may seem neurotypical, um, because I've watched people for so long and practiced. Um, I think it's kind of like, this is a bad example, but the television show Dexter, um, and how he practices and mimics, the social life of people. That's a bad example because I'm not a serial killer, but, you know, at times I can make it seem like I'm, just normal, I guess, or however you want to define that. But, like I said, it's, with the exception of the girl I'm dating, I don't really have any other connections. I'm not, because the people here, like, I'm not saying that I'm better than them or that I'm worse than them. I just think my mind is on a different wavelength than theirs. And, like I said, I don't think I'm better or worse, just different. But I have been on these, which is Effexor, which is an antidepressant. I don't think it's really doing anything. I think, and I'm like, I have that attitude with all medications. I feel the side effects, but I don't. I think whether things actually improve for me, actually, if things actually improve my depression, I think it's more of a situational context rather than a medication, whatever it does to my brain, physiological context. So I just don't buy into the whole, you take these pills and magically you're going to be okay. Because, I don't believe that. I don't think it's ever worked for me, but I decided, I figured, what the hell, I might as well try, see what it does, take the risk on just the off chance that it might help. But, things have improved for me, but I don't really know if it has anything to do with the pills or not. So, I don't know. Yeah, but, oh yeah, I received a question, I think it was in an email that I meant to answer. I wanted to know what I do for my job. I work at a television station, and the nature of my job pretty much requires virtually no people interaction, which, is good for me. But, kind of a funny story, maybe a month ago, I was just coming in, and, the guy who had the shift before me, he hadn't left yet, and suddenly something goes wrong, and I start freaking out. And eventually the guy has to tell me, calm down, it's not the end of the world. But, looking back on it in retrospect, I think, that's just another example of how, part of me just can't handle deviations from the norm, you know, in those respects. When things pop up on me that are unexpected like that, I just kind of freak out, and I think that's the, you know, Asperger trait, the Asperger part of me. But, you know, I had talked about in a previous video. I really don't want to elaborate on it in this video because I see I'm already past the 10-minute mark, but you know, my mind is very much a duality. It's there are two sides of me always battling out. One side is the adventurous, courageous side who wants to experience new things and take the risk, and, you know, in hopes that, you know, I find something that's exciting and intriguing and, you know, a new way of enhancing my life. And the other side of me is, I guess it's just timid, and it's afraid to try new things, and it's always two sides of me battling. But, you know, I think I talked about that in a previous video, and maybe I'll dedicate an entire video on it in the future. But this video I just wanted to make just to show that, you know, I am still alive, and just give a brief update. Hopefully I'll make a video soon that actually has a topic of relevance, but I thought I would just come on because, you know, I haven't been on in so long. Until next time, I'll see you later.